This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Clueless A Trading Frank. It's approximately 9:04 p.m., slightly fashionably delayed. Well, timing it with the China markets opening. It is 9:05 p.m. on June 1st, 2020. June is actually my birthday. I'm a Cancer. Not a Cancer on the world, but the horoscope, the Cancer. Hopefully it served me right, still have to work on a lot of things. On that note, this is a Sunday strategic webinar, delayed by one evening because of family obligations. I do have a very vibrant and good family, and the session will be recorded, uploaded to Clueless A Trading YouTube channel for everyone else to hear. I'm going to make sure it gets done tonight. And on that note, let's begin. So first question I'm going to ask everybody, and I need some responses. How you guys doing? Like we say in New York, how you doing? How's the market doing for you? How are the alerts doing for you? How are the charts doing for you? Are you guys making money? Need some responses. I want that fucking kind of response. Oops, sorry. I went politically incorrect, come on. Yeah, I want FA. Come on. That's great. Kicking ass. Okay, that's great. Who else is? And I need one person, if they're around, I mean, I'm not in the business of picking on people, but one person who says, yeah, I made, but then I lost. Like, did anyone lose money over the last couple of weeks, and including this week, including today? And please say it, because those are the people who are going to flourish going forward, in my opinion. So I'm still waiting for responses. Okay, second question, and I do need response because feedback is important. Feedback is important because I can do my content better. I can hear what you guys are saying. We are a interactive sharing service. Okay, I am the boss. I am the ultimate boss that runs Clueless A Trading. And my charts and alerts are the ultimate boss charts. No question about it. So my question is, the second question is, who regret, I want to hear some complaints like, man, I sell too early, like I did this. I've done that. So that's my second question. Who screwed up on selling way too early, not getting into trades? Who did that?
I did it.
I did it.
Okay, so I did it doesn't answer the question. Did you lose money or did you make less money because the thing went up way up more? I can name a bunch of stocks that did that.
I sold too early.
Okay, and you know what? That is actually a great answer. But you were in the game, right?
Yes.
And the one that you sold too early was which one?
Regeneron.
Which one?
Regeneron.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. And that wasn't necessarily today. That was last week, right?
Yes.
Yes. Friday.
Exactly. We're going to talk about Regeneron because you're going to make shitloads of money like you don't even know. Okay? You don't even know. Because Regeneron did nothing wrong today with this little red candle. And we're going to talk about that on the technicals when we get there. Okay. Third question, an important one. And be honest. Because honesty is good. Honesty sets you free. I mean that. Who's really scared of the market right now? And really, I want an honest answer. Because I'll give you my answer. Come on, think and answer, guys. Come on, you big boys.
Not scared, Frank. Concerned.
I like that answer. Exactly. Concern. Who else? Thank you, Heisenberg.
Yeah, same here. Pretty concerned, especially since last week you mentioned you have a target of June 8th, maybe. It might be
Yeah,
a short
it's not.
term.
Let me stop you, Simon. It is not the date target. It's the chart target. The chart target.
Okay.
I'm saying, yeah, exactly. Okay. So, but in the meantime, you all have made some money, right?
Hell yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Who said hell yeah?
Fucking Heisenberg.
Fuck, man, that's great. All right, I like that. Yes, because I delivered Tesla to you in a platter, on a platter. Okay, things are beast. I actually sold a little bit too early, but I still have a little bit left. It's still going higher. That stock's going to $1,000. It's how we manage it. Is how we do it. Like if we don't look at it every day, just buy some calls. I mean, the $1,000 call. I bought 1,000 calls at like what? $7? They're at 20? And I bought it when the stock was last week 70% lower than $70 lower than where it is right now. Right? Exactly. I don't need to ask people. On 529, Tesla was at the bottom, 568. I said buy $1,000 calls. Yes or no, guys?
You did, man.
Yeah, of course I did. And I said, just sit there. Buy one, buy two. Each call costs $700. You know, it's not like cheap. It's not 70 cents. Even our 70 cents calls like go nuts. So where the calls go today? 20. And they're freaking $1,000. I mean, you're talking about 400. Look at this number. Told you guys to buy it around 570, 580. You're talking $420 more. 420, you know, the pot word, right? That Elon loves. And the stock and the options still go up 174%. And then I bought the 920 calls on my own. I don't think I ever got a chance to really even look. I just look at the charts and I'm buying this. They opened at $3.65. I bought them at around 10. They went to 18. So can somebody tell me, because I've mentioned this in other videos, and some of my ACS students who might be here, might not be here, why are these options, which our strikes are $1,000, thousand guys, okay? Why are they moving so fast? What is the term that we use when it comes to options? Why are they moving that fast? Look at this frigging volume, the shorts.
That's it. They're being squeezed.
Yeah, but you don't listen, Mr. Heisenberg. You know, you're making money, but you don't listen. What is the term that I use when options way out of the money, way out of the money? It's not 700, not 900,000. When you're 420 points out of the money and I tell you guys to buy calls, okay? Why are they moving so fast? And if none of you can give me that answer, you guys won't last in this business. So please answer.
That momentum.
You don't listen. You don't listen to, like, it is not moment. Of course it's momentum. A speeding car, a speeding a rock, like falling on a mountain, like falling down, has momentum. A car going at 120 miles an hour, which my friend you should know, has momentum. But that's not the word I'm looking for. What is the word in the world of options trading that says if the price is moving a bunch, but the strikes are way too high, way out there, we're buying way out of the money calls? Let me say that again. I should like that term. Way out of the money call. Huh?
Acceleration.
Guys are full of crap. No,
Volatility?
Well, you're getting close. There's another word to it. What is the characteristics options that make it move that fast, that high, especially when it's like all the way down here? That's 420 points. I'm going to send this video to Elon. He's going to love it. He goes, Frank, frigging Donald Trump listens to my frigging videos. I think he does. He doesn't. You think, do any of you know who writes Donald's tweets? Let's see how smart you guys are. If anyone says that, I swear to God, I will bow to them. I'll be like, I love you. Like, who writes Donald's tweets? You think, look, the man is 70 plus years old. He's trying to deal with the country in a complete chaos. Okay? You think he has time to sit there on his little phone and go, Melania's not doing it. She's gorgeous. She's sleeping on some other wing of the White House. She's like, I don't want to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Who writes Donald's tweets? Paul, you tell me. I mean, it's Donald's ideas, of course, but who?
They call him the tweeter in chief. I don't know who it is though.
That's the reason why I know. That's why I'm so freaking smart.
Is that Jared?
Jared, my ass. Jared is a great guy. He's like a New York guy you'd have a drink with, but you wouldn't like to talk to him because he's so boring. He's almost like my son. My son is such a workaholic. He's got a business going. He's just graduated financial engineering. You try to talk to him, he's like, okay. He only loves his clients. Jared is the same way. Like this straightforward, you know. You know Jared's story, right? Jared and his father and stuff. They're from Jersey. They're like 20 miles away from me. Anyway, who writes Donald tweets? All right, none of you guys know. All right, there's a person who writes it. Because our president, who's dealing with all this crap, and I'm not pulling into political stuff, okay? There's a lot of crap going on. I'm not going to say, oh, he's wrong, he's right, this and that. I'm not going to get into that because that's firestorm. I'm into markets. Okay? So on the next webinar, I'll tell you who writes that because I know. I do. All right? From day one. Because President Donald Trump, elected President Donald Trump, does not have time to sit there and write tweets at 5 in the morning. You know, some of the big haters say, oh, he's sitting on his toilet and he's sitting there, he's like putting, yeah, right. I can't even tweet that fast in the morning. That's why I say real-time alerts will be delayed, okay? Because I got to manage my trades in the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, instead of feeding my flock. So you think he has time to do that? Exactly. So I'll tell you guys on the next webinar, okay? Which is coming up on Wednesday. All right. So no one gave me the answer. It's called elasticity. It's called implied volatility. Whoever said volatility was half correct, okay? It is called gamma, not theta. Theta is time decay. It's called delta. Okay? So please, for God's sakes, edumacate yourself. Not educate, edumacate yourself. Somebody said, oh, Frank's a racist. He said edumacate. No, I'm far from a racist. You know I'm an equal opportunity racist, right? I hate like everybody, but then I like almost everybody. Okay? It is called implied volatility. Who said volatility, by the way?
I did. Mac.
Don't say I did. I don't know your voice. I'm not your wife or boyfriend, so don't say just I did, okay? You know, unless I see your face and I say, oh, he's cute. Well, in that case, you know, you probably know my service. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. IV, yes, exactly. Implied volatility. How much something will move based on a price action. And I'm going to explain this because this is very, very, very important to us. Look, a lot of us are doing very well. I actually slapped myself 3 times tonight. Why? because I'm selling a bit too early, and in the meantime, I'm missing a bunch of trades that I already have on my screen. I'm going to show you a snapshot of one of my 6 screens right now. Not the money screens, the actual trade screens with the percentage returns. I did. All right. But I'm still catching a bunch. And we're going to talk about that tonight because there's way too many things moving too fast. So implied volatility, IV, okay, gamma, and please just Google, go to Investopedia and find out, go to YouTube. There are a bunch of people out there, like I always say, with 1 million views. I should have at least 500,000 views given the type of performance that I'm giving you guys. What are you guys giving me? Are you guys giving me 10 people to follow, 20 people to follow on Instagram? Are you guys giving me 10, 20 referrals? Yeah, many of you are. I know Heisenberg has. Hats off, and thank you for that. Paul has. But what the rest of you guys doing? But you know what? You're not doing me a favor. You're doing them a favor because we have been dead right on the markets. And I'm telling you, I'm going to even give you a hints up when the markets are going to crash like 3,000 points. I know it. I did a bunch of studies like in between the market closing and stuff. Am I going to talk about it tonight? No. I'm going to hold it back because I realize one thing. I give way too much information. I'm going to hold it back a little bit because of the few bucks for the 70, 90 bucks that you guys that do for the membership. I don't think I need to give that much information. Somebody's going to say, oh, he's such a dick. Yeah, I am. Because I'll give way too much good stuff out there. I'm going to hold back a little bit. My advanced coaching students, yeah, they're going to get that. My regular members, they're going to get real-time alerts and everything. The charts, I'm going to show like, hey, when things are buckling, when all the indicators are falling and stuff. But the exact time and date, regular members ain't going to get it. Some of you want to cancel, go away. My advanced coaching students, yes, because I realized one thing. I spend way too much time and energy, to feed my members. Some are grateful, some are not. I don't care. Okay? So I'm just being straightforward, guys, all right? I'm dead serious. I'm not raising rates and this and that, and I really don't care because I've been doing this for a while. And I'm buckling over to help people. And I'm not going to keep on doing that because I ain't nobody's slave, right? I'm not a slave to my members. Some people say, oh, he used the word slave. I don't give a crap. You guys need to wake up a little bit. There's a lot of great trades that I'm presenting. Now, whether you guys make money or not, honestly speaking, is not my concern. I've said that before. This is the boot camp stuff I'm going to say, and then I'm going to stop. It's not my concern. Like I said, on this beautiful, I put out some of these thoughts and thing, the Clueless Aid motto. Did anyone read this one? You should guys paste this one on your brain and on your computers. Which reminds me, that raffle that some of you said money on, we didn't read the reserve. So everyone's going to get their money back. And maybe I'll extend it. So just wanted to let you know. So he who travels fastest travels alone. What did I write here? Because part of a good portion of my service is behavioral economics, behavioral finance, because that is what eventually makes you the most money. Not a trade I give here, you're up 2 points. I gave Myovant today, which, by the way, I've been long on for months, and I mentioned that on Myovant, MYOV. Did anyone buy the MYOV stock or calls when I mentioned it this afternoon?
No, I couldn't get it.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, I didn't need somebody like wiping tissue paper on their frigging, face right now. Did anyone else buy Myovant, MYOV, when I posted it this afternoon? Moving fast, I showed the chart, the whole works. Did anyone do it? Just say yes or no. That's all I need
No.
to know, guys.
No.
I don't have
No.
all night for you guys. Okay, guys, seriously. I'm tired. I love you guys. Kinda. Okay? I'm like talking Trump here. I kind of like you, but if you guys don't give an answer, I'm going to freaking fire your ass. So my point is no. Okay, and no. So who else didn't bother looking at it? How about that? Somebody is like tapping a pen. Okay, nobody bought it, right?
Nope.
No.
Right. I gave the calls at $1.50. They went to $3, and I sold a bunch of them at $3. That's 100% return in 1 hour.
Why they have no money?
Somebody please mute the microphone. I want to hear them back talking. Okay. Now the reason why you guys didn't buy it, this is the lesson of the whole thing, is because you guys didn't understand the symbol or know the company. Yes or no? If I said buy Tesla, you'd be all jumpy like, let me buy it. Yes or no? Exactly. This is the point that I want to make. It's a good point I want to make. This is the reason why Clueless Trading and my bootcamp coaching, which is not now, which is on the advanced coaching sessions, works. Because Myovant was a name like, who? Mayo? Who? Exactly. If you had bought it at $1.50, the thing went to $3, and the chart on Myovant looked like this. 1 second. And remember this, print this screen and paste it on your frigging wall. We are not, somebody will say, oh, where's everybody chatting in the chat room? We're not little birds sitting on a tree chatting. Trading is a single-minded sport. When you're driving in the F1, Formula One, when you're flying an F-18 Hornet, is it like a bunch of guys next to you saying, no, you are focused on one thing. Go up, straight, take the enemy out. Does anyone know what a B-2B bomber is?
Sure.
Exactly. How many pilots are in there?
A lot.
And two?
Did
Yep.
somebody say, hold on 1 second. I'm not going to smack you guys, but somebody said a lot? What is a B-1B bomber? The ones that we flew over Iraq and dropped bombs, didn't even know it was falling to take Saddam, the asshole, out. Okay? So who said,
Stealth.
1 second, who said a lot?
I did.
I don't know.
Heisenberg.
Okay.
I thought it was. I thought it's a. You
It's a
said
stealth. It's a stealth bomber.
Yeah.
It's what the Murcielago and the Lamborghinis are designed on. Okay, exactly. So anyone else tell me how many pilots? Because this has to go with this. He who travels fastest travels alone. It wasn't just Rudyard Kipling. It's actually a Machiavellian term. Anyone knows Machiavelli?
Of course. Yeah.
Exactly. Trading is Machiavellian, man. It's you're there or you're not there. So anyone tell me else in the B-1, B-2 bombers, like when they're flying like at 30,000, 40,000 feet, dropping JDAMs, how many pilots are flying those? It's just like trading. How many pilots are flying those? Huh?
One.
Who said one?
Mac.
Okay. Somebody else?
Two?
Huh?
Two people. One to fly, one to drop bombs.
Who said? Simon said that?
Yes.
And by the way, anytime I ask a question like that, you guys all need to be smart. You don't need to know. Just Google quickly on your computer. Like, shit, how many pallets on this thing? Yes, 2. Thank you, Simon. And of course, who was that? Mac who said 1, right? So yeah, 2. Yeah, 2. That's it. It's a solo sport. One guy, and all they're doing is looking at instrument panels like screens. They're not flying the plane. They're just monitoring every single panel. The plane literally flies himself. It's not a F-18 Hornet or a F-16 Falcon, you know, all those where you have to do dogfights. They're all computer controlled. So that's the point I want to make with you guys, all right? Is don't have to have a chat room. Don't have to have like a chatterbox guy say, hey, you bought this? How much did you make on it? You know, like, oh, okay. Just made like 2 points on it. Like, yeah, $400. Okay, that's great, exciting. Let's like have fun. Let's party. Let's buy some bad beer, right? Like Corona. Anyone who drank Corona seriously, you know, should frigging ask for the money back. Anyone who uses a Samsung phone, I want to get into it right now. Burn it and buy an iPhone. So yeah, it's very solo sport. All right. So saying all that, the behavioral dynamics is that I still believe that majority of institutional hedge funds, including a very large amount of retail traders, are not making money. But some are, and they're getting a little too excited. Excited, not with the EX, but with a X, like oh, I got excited. All right. So there is some euphoria. However, overall, there is none. The markets will still go higher. However, I do believe that the markets will correct very shortly. Why? Because my charts are telling me that. So what are the dangers of the market? Here's what I look at. The situation in the United States of America right now. The chart is just frigging beautiful. Look at that. 313589. If somebody says, Frank, you're an idiot, your charts suck, I'll say, okay, thank you very much. Stay poor. Okay? Because seriously, these are good looking charts. I mean, sometimes I look at my charts when I'm doing the webinars because I don't get a chance to look at it, like, you know, when I'm trading and stuff. And thank you guys for that because I tend to focus more. Otherwise, I wouldn't need to explain anything to anybody. Yeah, the markets, I said it. Did everyone look at my S&P charts and the E-mini charts today? And the levels that I put out there? Not just today, but other days, but today. So, and what was the number that I kept on showing?
306.
No, on the S&P and stuff. 306, as you mean on the SPYs, you mean? No,
Yeah,
you're dead wrong.
3065 was max upside. You were saying.
Exactly. So now, Heisenberg, thanks for mentioning that. Listen, guys, I'm not some frigging like college professor, like 10th grade teacher trying to get you into Harvard. You know, seriously, I need you guys to be independent traders. I need all of you to leave me in like a year's time and say, Frank, you taught me so much. Fuck you. I'm going to go do this on my own. And then you're going to lose all your money. Okay, I have kidding. But seriously, but if you guys don't write these things down somewhere, the market is 100% robotic, algorithmic, high-frequency trading, black box, supercomputers designed by Americans, Indians, Chinese, Ukrainians, no Koreans. I'm sorry. Okay. No Cubans. I'm sorry. No Uruguayans. I'm sorry. No Costa Ricans. Sorry. Indians, Chinese, Russians, Americans, of course, Japanese, no Dubai. I'm sorry. Bunch of small fucks. Sorry. No Saudis. Bunch of frigging, you know, spoiled bums. The brains of the world. I might have missed Ukrainians, of course, the best computer minds in the world. But if you guys don't like put these things down in your head, going to lose money. Don't tell me 306. We're almost there right now. So Heisenberg came across. I'm not doing a pop quiz. I'm just telling you guys. Look at this chart. Max upside on the 15-minute. Get used to this. When you get used to this, you're going to manage your trades better, whether it's a Tesla, whether it's a Delta Airlines, whether it's CrowdStrike, whether it's Facebook, whether it's so many. Okay? Look at this. Max upside, 30, 65, 74, because that's where we were just 2 days ago. And max upside, 3110. Now, when you look at these charts, okay, I understand. Everyone's got a life. Everyone's like not a freaking nut like me. And so screenshot it. Get a free screenshot things like Snagit or something download it on your iPhone or on your iPhone. Just like click it, snapshot it. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. So snapshot it, because honestly, if you don't follow these charts, I'm not saying on every single trade. There are swing trades that's going to go way up whether the S&P crashes or not. Okay? But if you guys don't track these charts to the level that I do, I'm not saying every 5 minutes, but just in general, you are going to lose money. Now, do I want you guys all to lose money? Yes, I do. Just go lose money. Okay? Of course I don't. I don't want you guys to lose money. So if scrap these, because this is what the machine-driven AI, artificial intelligence black boxes follow. Okay? They're trend followers. Something called, anyone knows what a CTA fund is? I have mentioned it before, but I'm not going to hold people to it. What's a CTA fund? Quick, somebody Google CTA fund. Come on.
It's a technical analyst.
No. I know you're new, Simon, but Okay. What's a CTA fund? I've mentioned it. These are the guys who get squeezed like upside down, or they like go long, like, big time when there's big moves happen in the market like this, 600 points. You think that's just happening because you and me are buying? You're right. Because I'm a Dubai billionaire. Like sitting there, okay, I'm going to buy a little bit more Tesla. I don't care if American city burning, I buy more Tesla, which they did probably. I like
What does that
Disney.
have to do with that, Frank?
What?
CTA commodity trading? What does that have to do with Tesla? Or
Everything. So I'm going to explain that. So CTA, which you said it, is called commodity trading accounts. Now, the word commodity throws people off. Now, I want you to understand this. Please, somebody mute that thing. Looks like they're like, okay. All right. So commodity trading accounts, this is the part that the general public never understands. This is the part the media will never teach you. This is the part that other services won't teach you. These are the guys holding 10, $15 billion worth of liquid money, and they're trading like a monster. Paul understands this stuff. He sends me charts on dark pools, which Paul can talk about for about 5 minutes in a few minutes, Paul. Yeah, okay, that's good. So you can educate all our members what those dark pools and things mean, right? In
I'll
simple
try.
terms. Okay, good. I know you will. They're just simple terms. So CTA funds are basically like liquid money. Like imagine you had like 10 million. You're like, that's it. Come in the market. Let's just do it. Well, these are the guys. All right. So they're called commodity trading accounts. Now, don't ask me why they're called commodity trading. Okay, because commodity to me means oil and natural gas and blah 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 blah. So These guys are trading E-mini futures like nobody's business. These guys are so frigging short, and including most hedge funds are so short. I want you guys to understand that. That's the reason why the market keeps on. We were down how much late last night when the Globex futures open? I even put it
400
up.
on, about
Like,
400 on the Dow.
yes, exactly. But not you, Paul. Anybody else look on my tweet? Because I was very busy with the family stuff. Very important. Got to stay with the family. Family throws me out. Then you guys miss me, right? All right, just kidding around. Listen, we were down 40 on the futures right at 6:01 p.m. Like, whoop! I'm like, oh, here we go again. All right, don't have any spy puts. Gonna be a fun day. Still gonna make money. What happens? 6 hours later, we're only down 7. Then the Japanese market just went whoops. Then the Chinese market started turning around. Futures down 7. These things you will learn. Like 40 handles down on the S&P, no fun. That's like almost 400 or 450 down on the Dow right when we open. So if you're really long, you are not going to have a good open. You are going to look for diapers, but hopefully not. You're going to look at the charts. You're going to look at what I put out on the VIX, and hopefully you'll dollar cost average. And if not, like everything has gone to hell in a handbasket. Can anyone tell me why the futures down open before I go into the CTA account? Why did the futures open down 40 handles last night? Which is 400 points on the Dow. Why? I want you guys to be thinkers, not like dumb followers of Clueless Trading. Why did the futures open down 40 handles, 40 S&P points, which is 320 to 400 plus Dow points? Why? Think and answer, guys. And Paul, don't answer, please. Guys, I don't have all night. Somebody just give me some stupid answer so I can at least answer. What are you guys doing? Smoking pot?
Oh, was it because of China tensions?
No. What is happening in the United States of
pro-
America? What
the
is happening in
protest.
the, huh?
The protests. The riots.
Yes, the protests, my ass, the riots, them burning the city down. Yeah, I understand. People are very upset, and rightfully so, about this one asshole who decided to go a little bit like Postal. That guy. What's the officer's name? He actually looks like a friend of mine. You know, he went completely postal on that guy, right? And sat on his neck till he died. Like, oh, great, like, you know. And by the way, people are going to hate me for this. I think the guy's a fucking asshole. Should he get the death penalty? No. Should he get really like some hardcore like jail sentence? I think he should. By the way, he's not a racist. Why? Did anyone see a picture of his wife? He might be racist like that guy, unfortunately, Floyd. His wife is Chinese. So somebody's going to kill me for this, okay? His wife is Chinese. She filed for divorce the next day, by the way. Smart woman. She knows how to keep the money. All right? No, I'm dead serious. She's like, fuck you, man. You fucked up. I'm gone. Because he's done. He's done. They're going to have more civil suits again. He's done. Because he fucked up. He did something really stupid, intentionally or unintentionally, whatever, and that was wrong. And look what our country's going through. President Trump is trying to put the flames down initially and this and that, and then they're freaking burning down everything. They're burning down parts of New York. Like, what the fuck? What's that going to do with a peaceful protest? And what are the cops going to do? 99.99% of the American police force are good people. And that 0.1% is like a cancer. Fucking root them out. But now they're all like, kill a cop, make my day. Like, great. All right, I don't want to get into it. All right. What happened is tragic. What is happening to our country right now is so serious, you guys don't even understand that. Okay? You guys don't even understand that. Because we all live in nice neighborhoods. We're not having like protests. I don't have a protest in front of my house. The only protest I have is one of my dogs screaming at me saying, "You can take me out for a frigging walk so I can poop." Okay? We're in luxury. But so much is happening, it is dead serious. Okay, that's just my little spiel on the whole thing. And but every single American business here, I'm all about business. I'm not about politics. Honestly, I'm not. Okay? I'm a hardcore Republican, but I'm not a hater of any other party. Why? Because it's a democracy. Other parties should have the right to say whatever, Jerry. When Obama was president, the hardcore Republicans went after him like nobody's business. So now Trump's president, and the rest of them go after him. So what's the big difference? Somebody will say, "Oh, you're a fake Republican." Well, I say, "Fuck you." Okay? I'm not an extremist. I just love this country, and I love the stock markets, and I love. Please, somebody mute it. And I love financial markets. Our financial markets are our strength. When our financial markets go to zero, good luck, America. That's exactly what I am. Every single CEO of every single major company came out today and made a statement. So you have to respect it. You have to respect it. I don't give a crap what your political affiliations are, including Tim Cook. So some other hardcore right-wing extremists, which I'm not, will say, Tim Cook is a freaking gay liberal. He's a dick. He doesn't care. No, but he supplies 2% of the US GDP. Good luck. All right, I don't want to go too further. All right, let's move on. All right, let's just pray tonight that our country stays in one shape. It will. This ain't a frigging race war. This is one frigging asshole cop losing his head. And now he's done. His beautiful Chinese wife is gone. So what's he going to look for? Some Ukrainian wife out there on mail order? Filipino wife on mail order? No. All right, let's get back to the markets. So we were down like this. A lot. Where's Sunday? Where's Sunday? Oops. Yesterday was the first. Man, time's flying. No, it's 6-1. 1 second, guys. Sunday. I found Sunday, guys. What were you guys doing on Sunday? Relaxing, drinking? Okay. This is where we closed at on Friday. Sunday. Markets open. Globex futures, 6 p.m. So let me just walk you through this, just so you guys understand what happens. And Paul, my friend, sent me a chart on the dark pool buying, right, Paul? And the dark
Right.
pool buying is something he'll talk about just a little bit, because I want you to hear from him, because Paul's more knowledgeable than me. Paul loves my charts and all this predictive analytics and stuff, but he's got a lot of good data. So look at this. Whoops! Like, hello, just fell over. I'm like skiing nice on the slopes, and all of a sudden the black diamond, I'm like, whoop, straight down. Look what happens. Goes up by 10 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, we're up here. By Monday morning at 4 a.m., we're up here. I was actually so exhausted, I actually didn't wake up at 5 today just to check the futures. Like, boom. And then what happens? Whoops, another dip at 4 in the morning. Almost. This is all technical after hours action. And people some of our members are futures traders, they're probably, trading some of these charts. Now, this is not a structured chart. I'm just showing you like just what's happening. Futures right now, by the way, are 15. We're going to have a down open tomorrow. No question about it. So, well, I should say that maybe we'll open up 100. I don't know. So bottom line is that, but we have so much profits today that you guys should have managed your profits very well, which I told you guys to do so. So doesn't matter if you're down a little bit, you're going to still keep 80 to 90% of your profits under your belt. That's what trade management's all about. So Monday, 5 o'clock, Monday, 6 o'clock, Monday, 8 o'clock, Monday, 9 o'clock. Markets open right here. Right here. Very nice. Right here. What happens after that? See you later. Little selling at 11, 12. Can somebody tell me why this selling happens between 11 and 12:30? I have mentioned it before.
Is it because of lunchtime?
Unless you have a early lunch, my friends. Traders don't eat, by the way, just so you know. It's called European closing, all right? The Europe markets are closing. Yeah, there's a little bit of profit taken there. Right exactly around 11:30 by 12. European markets normally close around 12, actually. So you get this little selling. But generally, what I do, which I've mentioned to you guys before, you get a big open, which we did, multiple stocks higher. Take some nice fat profits. Take a nice walk. Go to the bathroom. No, I should go to the bathroom after you lose money. I'm just kidding. So anyway, whatever. Just cap in some gains. So you look at your profits. Remember, profit is not a profit unless you take it. Just because you're up 500, 5,000 on a trade, does it mean anything if you don't sell it, guys?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. Exactly. Exactly. To me, it's free money. Thank God. Just whatever you do for a prayer, do it. Take a walk away from the screens. If you made 500 at the open, if you made 5,000 at the open, you made 3,000 within the first 10 minutes of the open because Clueless Trading delivered all those trades and told you guys to buy it at the lows on Friday. Frigging thank God, not me. And walk away from the screens. That's called behavioral finance. Yes, they might run up more. Then come back and re-enter or not re-enter. Guys, what I'm telling you is from my heart. Some of you have made so much money over the past couple of weeks, over the past couple of months, in between losses, that you should literally thank God and get like 30 people to join Clueless Trading. I've been doing really well. Have I reached my peak performance? No. But I'm delivering trades like I'm blowing people's heads out. Why do you think all these new members join? Because we're down 600. No, because they are hearing from people what we are doing here. You want to learn about trade management on your own? Sure. Part of it is losing dollars and then making dollars. But on your own completely, you will do more losing dollars than making dollars. So here's my marketing pitch to you guys, which takes a lot of my time. Freaking sign up for the advanced coaching sessions, which cost you next to nothing. Try getting into these advanced coaching sessions in other trading services or other services. They'll charge you thousands of dollars. And how much do we charge? Something like $275. So you guys can get off the training wheels and ride your own bike? Exactly. So sign up for the ACS group sessions. Don't go for the private sessions, $99 an hour, because I don't have time for you guys for that. Okay? Sign up for the group sessions. Learn the tools of position management. Apply it. You'll still lose a little bit of money. And I'm being straightforward because I'm a straight shooter. Okay? I'm not going to bullshit you guys. You're still going to lose a little more money, a little bit, but you're going to make a lot more and keep a lot more in your pocket. Trust me. I know. Because I'm not on welfare. Okay? And I was never on welfare. And even on my worst days, I made back 5-10 times more within 24 to 48 hours. Exactimo. Okay? So wake up and smell the coffee, kids. All right? So what happened? We opened up here and then we went up here. Then we went here and now we're here. So what is this pattern? Can somebody tell me? What is this pattern?
Inverse head and shoulders.
Completely bullshit. It's called the head and shoulders. But the reason I'm not going to piss on Simon because he's new. And Simon, my friend, you need to sign up for the ACS fast because you're answering all the right questions upside down.
Heard.
I'm telling you right now, you do have a keen eye on things, but you're looking at things upside down. It's like sitting, it's like doing yoga or inversion table upside down. You're looking at the charts like upside down. So eventually what it's going to do, it's going to kill you in your trading. So let me just, and you need to listen to my chart pattern analysis video and other new members on YouTube on the chart pattern analysis. Go through it. It takes 3 minutes with a nice mouse moving down there and listening to my explanations of the different formations. Okay? I am not your grandpa. I am not your nanny, but you guys, especially new members, wake up. This is a head. This is a head. This is a head. This is a multiple. Multiple. I might be wrong, but I've never been afraid of being wrong. Maybe that's why I'm mostly right. This is multiple heads. 1, 2, 3. This is a neckline right there. 30-25, 30-30. Okay? This is what a head and shoulder looks like. It's called flipping the bird, like FU. Okay? Right there. That's a left shoulder. That's a right shoulder. This is a head. This is a neckline. Exact same pattern. So what is this telling me? The markets are getting exhausted. Yes, we might get to that 30-65 like Heisenberg said based on my charts because he actually looks at my charts. So wake up and look at my charts. Not because I feel good you looking at my charts, because you might make some more money. I am still playing the market hard. I am not playing it that hard like I did when the markets were way lower, even last week. I want to play the markets hard when they're down 600 points. I want to go long, hard. Not when the other trading services and stock twits and some of you are getting all super excited. We have a social problem which will affect the US economy. We have a trade war with China, which President Trump hasn't initiated yet. We will still have a problem. Showing you the risks. People, some traders are getting a little too excited. That's a risk. So be cautious. Now, does that mean 3,000 points down? No. That just simply means you lose all your money in options, even if you're down at 400 points. All right. My swing trades on the biotechs and stuff, all A-OK in my opinion. Regeneron still think it's going to 700, but can it not fall 20 on a certain day? Of course. Of course. So wake up. Learn the realities of trading, not the fake stuff that you learn somewhere else that you're paid for. So this is your neckline. Look, inverse head and shoulder. So if we break this neckline, we are going to 3,000. So if we fall to 3,000 from here, that's about 55 S&P handles. For newer members, please write this down somewhere. So if I ask you next time, please don't say, oh, I don't know. I don't care. It's a conversion of roughly 8 points on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Okay, that is roughly 8,540, 440 points on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Get ready for this by Wednesday. By Wednesday. Now, I know my friend Heisenberg wants a 10,000 point drop so he can make $1 million, but it's not going to happen that fast, my friend. Okay? It will happen. No, I don't think it's going to happen. No. That's not going to happen till everybody gets super bullish. And none of even though I'm bullish, I'm not super bullish. So let's take a look at the E-minis, which is the same, the first derivative of the S&P 500. And you guys want to know what the markets are going to do? This is what the markets are going to do. I showed a chart today, and I'm not going to quiz anyone. Oh, who looked at it? I showed the same chart today, and I put something on right here. This is why I'm telling you, all of you, especially newer members, especially the older ones who have made some money but not enough, and they're like, you know, man, what can I do? What you can do is frigging focus a little bit more, okay? Look, I'm 80 years old. Literally, that's why I call myself clueless 8. All right, Simon? Just kidding. So I will be 80 years old at one point, so I project myself out. But the more you focus, the more you get into it, the more robotic you become. And you're a numbers guy, so focus. And that applies to everybody else. I showed this chart earlier on. I can show this on Twitter that I put out. I put something here. It's called a red arrow. What is happening here? What's happening here is the full F-stock, we call it, full stochastic, is starting to weaken a little bit because it's so freaking overbought. It is overbought. Look, you don't need to look at numbers. Overbought, 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 overbought. Now, every time it got overbought, what happened? A child can figure this out. Look, the markets consolidated for a couple of days. Overbought. Whoa, that was a serious overbought. That was in February. That's a different story. You get a crossover like that, you want to go short and stay short, and Heisenberg's short dream comes true. Okay? But that's a different story. Do I know if this is going to happen? I don't. Do I predict it's going to happen? I don't, but I'm like one of those wild guys who are like overall bullish, but at the same time, I can see what the worst can happen. We start a full-scale China war, I don't give a crap what somebody tells me. Markets are going down hard. I don't care what your political affiliations are. I know Paul and me have good conversation. Semiconductor spending will go up in the US, but the short term will be negative. China is a global economic player. And President Trump knows that very well. Well, he should, given the fact that 1/3 of his biggest investors in his real estate properties are Chinese. Of course he knows the Chinese. Does he hate the Chinese? Of course he doesn't. Does he talk a lot of garbage sometimes against the Chinese? Because, you know, the Chinese have really screwed up a lot of things between you and me. Chinese government, obviously. Yes. But does he know them? Well, of course he does. Go to the Trump building. Pull out the internal records of the New York City tax office. Chinese billionaires own 1/3 of his building, has funded most of his projects in between the Russians, Ukrainians, and the Turkish, and the Indians, and the Saudis. Okay? President Trump is a man of global finance. But when it comes to politics, yeah, he'll piss on them here and there when it's needed to. So kids, wake up. Try to be grown men here, all right? And women. So aside from all the politics stuff, this is what I'm looking at. Here is your, so this has started to buckle. So what do we think the markets are going to do? Right, and right after this, we're going to look at a couple of stocks that I like, which have a lot of room to move. Here's your 200-day moving average, 3,000. So if we fall 39 points, call it 40 points to 3,000. I just told you the conversion, Simon. I'm not picking on you, but I'm asking you. I just showed you the conversion. If we fall 40 points on the E-mini futures, how much is that on the Dow?
About 3,200.
What the hell are you talking about, man? Okay.
320.
Yes. Now you're talking 40 times 8, about 320 points, right? So,
Yeah.
so that's going to be a first initial bump, because the fact is that when you regain the 200-day moving average with such a beautiful structure, which we called Hallelujah. God bless America. God bless Clueless Day Trading Charts, all right? Which we call, this will become the next support level. And we break this. The next one is this beautiful blue line, which is 29.36. And remember, all these lines are uptrending. And you know what the most bullish thing is? Over the intermediate term, the beautiful red line, which is the 50-day moving average, is doing what?
It's curling up.
Exactly. Thank you. It's curling up. It's trending up. And at some point, it's going to do this. It's going to curl up so much, but we need a lot of juice for that to cross over the 34. And by that time, the market is going to be so high. And these idiots on CNBC and Fox Financial Network and every other media, Bloomberg is actually the smartest. I've always said that, but still. But there's a bunch of people, smart guys on, on CNBC. Mike Santoli, my favorite analyst that they never bring in. She's the best. Katie Stockton. The momentum is too strong. Once we enter this channel, you're going to see that crossover and the markets can go to 3,600. But that depends on a lot of things. That depends on a non-complete war with the Chinese trade war. That depends on a vaccine, of course. That depends on this unbelievably violent riots and some calmness on what's happening with the U.S. social structure. No more shootings, no more killing, for God's sakes. But these things, what can I say? I don't want to get into it. All right. So yeah. So if we enter this channel, you don't have to wait. We just want to play this channel to 3,200 if it gets there. So there's a lot of bullish structure. Is this starting to weaken? Yes. So what is that? What chart do we have to look at? Can somebody tell me in order to see the short-term direction of the market? Come on, you guys are traders. I've mentioned this quite a few times. Time to wake up, please.
15 minutes.
Simon, you're too new. Somebody else, please.
VIX.
It's called the VIX, of course, as a contrarian thing. The 1 hour. So the 1 hour will tell you what's going to happen literally tomorrow. So the 1 hour is getting quite oversold. All you have to do is look at the stores. That's all you got to do. McLaren oscillator is fine. Look at that. It's getting oversold. So that means we could come back and be down. Futures are down 14. We could be down 20 tomorrow, 20, 25. If it breaks the 3011 level, listen, this is how tactical traders look at the market. They don't look at the market like, what was my P&L? What's that nice looking lady or guy, saying on CNBC or Fox? They have no freaking clue. They don't. How many times have you seen them talk about real technicals, not just moving averages, Fibonacci retracement, stochastic? When was the last time you heard somebody talk about actual full stochastic McLaren oscillator on TV? I know Kramer does once in a while, but when was the last time you heard that? Quick, guys.
Never.
No, Kramer has done that a couple of times. He calls in some lady called the Fibonacci Queen. Let me be the Fibonacci King. But then I would have to meet her, and it might be a disaster. I'm just kidding. So yeah, some very smart lady he called the Fibonacci Queen. Yeah, she's pretty good. But we talk about things before it happens, not after it happens. So we could be in for 200 to 400 points. This is getting quite oversold. And the next chart that we look at is the closest cousin to the daily, is called the 4 hour. That is a little bit troublesome, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because look at the stores. Forget the chart on the top. Look at the internals. Remember, look at your blood pressure. Look at your EKG. Look at your COVID-19 test. What is this kind of showing? Come on, guys. Give me an answer. I don't care if you know or not. Jose Traspacilos. Oh, sorry. I just murdered your last name. Jose, say something. Don't just look. I want you to interact. Test, test.
Yeah, I'm here.
I asked you a question, my friend. I didn't ask you if you were there.
Say something.
I listen, you're a man who can see rhythms, correct?
Of course.
I didn't tell people what you do, but so I'm going to walk you through this and you tell me. This is like a musical rhythm, right? Almost like a heartbeat, like whatever, right? If you can understand this chart, you're going to make shitloads of money on my service. So what is this rhythm telling you when you look at it? Forget the market. Jose is a new member, by the way. Great person. I've spoken to him. He's a great gentleman. So when you look at this rhythm, this one, this box, for example, what's the first glance that you see? What does it look like it's going?
I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs.
Of course, is that the question I asked you? I asked you, what do you think? Of course, it's an ups and downs. That's when the
It's obviously
market
going to come down.
Yeah, pretty much most of the time. Most of the time. It's called a reset. It's called a technical reset. Things get overbought. Things get a little expensive. The machines sell it down a little bit. They get a little cheaper. Then they go higher. So you said all the right answers. And so this section here, which is from last week, what is this showing you, my friend? It got really cheap. And then I'm going to show you how the markets like went up right after that. But first, I want you, they got pretty cheap. So what does it look like right now? That's all I'm asking you. This is where we are right now. What does it look like it's going right now?
It's about to drop 20 to 30 points. I agree with you.
Okay, that's all I ask. I don't care if you agree with me or not. I'm just saying, like, that's what it looks like, right? And you probably are going to be very correct, and so will I. Now, let's take a look at what Jose, by the way, you guys with all your full names and stuff, I'm going to steal your social security numbers. I'm just kidding. All the other members are going to steal your social security numbers. They're going to get like beautiful cards on it. So please change it to a handle. Go to the account website. Just change your name to a handle, right? Just the way Heisenberg. I have no freaking idea who this guy is. You know. Then Luis Sanchez is like full name. Like I could find you like who your mom and dad was, like what dogs you walk. Mac Attack, I love. Matt, I have no idea who he is. Paul, I have no idea. Simon is Simon. So change your names to handles. Can you guys do that? So just letting you know. So Jose is new, so he didn't know. So basically, every single time you get what I'm seeing on the 4-hour is a pullback. Nothing crazy. It might come down here. And I've been doing this for a long time, so I can see the thing. This is an upwardly trending orange line called the percentage K. So it's still trending higher. This one's trending lower. So that means the market will come in for a little soft landing, not a hard landing. If it starts to do this, then we got to go short the market for at least a day, But the markets are very, very powerful momentum higher. And on that note, Paul, can you explain the dark pools, please, in simple terms?
I'll try. It's a little bit complicated to try to explain, but essentially it's an indicator where trades are done that aren't reported on the market. They're done kind of behind the scenes. Institutions trade, and
correct. And basically what they call private exchanges, right?
Right. Yeah. And then there's it's available data. So there's actually a website that tracks it, and they provide it for free, and it actually shows the net buying.
What is that website? And I can, we can maybe show it to some people.
Yeah, I'm just on my phone right now, but it's like squeezeme.net or something like that. It's like, yeah, okay. I'll send it to you and you can post it if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, send it to me when you have time, so I'll post it. But keep talking because it's really helpful. Go ahead.
So what happened recently actually is that these dark pools have been tracked since I think about 2008 or something like that. So they don't go back that far. But on Friday, we actually had the highest ever net buying in the dark pools ever in history, as far as that tracker goes. And what the data shows is that when dark pools are net buyers at high levels, that the market performs extremely well. And for example, like at the level it was on Friday, and for the other
Right
nine
here.
the other nine next best levels that ever got close to that, the market's never been red ever the next day. So it holds true today, because today wasn't red either. So it's like
Nope.
100%.
And today with this candle crossing over the 5-day moving average. Exactly.
Yeah, but the data goes further than one day. It also shows like 85% positive for like 1 week, 1 month later, 3 months later, and 1 year later. They're all extremely high positive ratios for dark pools at these high levels. And like I say, Friday was the highest ever historically.
Did you
So
guys hear
somebody's
that?
buying.
That's really cool, man. Very interesting. Thank you.
So let me explain to you Paul explained to you the overall things, and Paul tracks it very well. He sends it to me, so I'll certainly post it, Paul. Thank you. Dark pools are private exchanges which are set up by Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and all the Wall Street big banks after the Dodd-Frank and Sarbanes-Oxley laws that came into place after 2009. After the 2009, just giving the history of it, okay? And you guys can Google this and find this out. After 2009, when the markets bottomed, the S&P bottomed at 666, okay? There was a lot of restrictions put on all the big banks about their own trading. So if they put out trades out there, let's say, for example, Goldman Sachs wanted to buy 1 million shares of Apple in the open market. Can somebody tell me what's going to happen to Apple if they want to do that?
Gonna run up.
That's a mild statement. It's like you win in the lottery, okay? It's like Apple will be up 100 points if that was the case, if it was just in the open market. Because the open market, just you guys all understand, and Jose, please listen to this, and everyone else. Did Jose run away? I think he ran away. Okay. So it would be, because open market is an auction process, right? What is our stock market? It's an auction process. So you bid a stock, I want to buy it here. It's an auctioning. You want to buy Tesla at 600. Somebody says, no, I want to buy it at 610. Where is the stock going to get sold at?
610.
Exactly. So it's an auction market. Okay. The dark pools are a negotiated market. All right. Big investment banks talk between themselves, and they say they're not looking at our puny shares and options. They're talking big money. In other words, if you want to do a big deal, you don't want to do it with the small fries and the small minnows. You want to do it with the whales. So it's a negotiated market where they say, okay, we're going to go ahead and buy this much. What do you got to sell? How much do you want? And it's all done invisible from the open markets that we know as the US stock exchanges. Do you guys understand what I just said? That's why they're called dark pools. They're dark. They don't get reported on the New York Stock Exchange. Sorry, I'm trying to write this down with my mouse. Or the NASDAQ, but primarily dark pools, they are happening in the dark. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? What happens in Miami stays in Miami. What happens in Texas, everybody friggin' knows. All right? Exactly. So that's the way it goes. Dark pools are hidden. So what Paul talked about, thank you for that, was just giving you a background on that. So dark pools are big negotiated trades that happens, behind the scenes. And these dark pools are buying. In the meantime, the hedge funds are shorting. And that's why the markets are drifting higher. And this is what I think the markets will go, 3,100, 31. In the meantime, I showed you the short-term charts, what might happen. So that's it. You want to learn more about it? Go to Investopedia, do your own thing, go on YouTube and say dark pools. They might show you a little lagoon in the Bahamas or something. Just kidding. All right. So are you guys with us so far?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What's the stock you guys want to see? Because we want to wrap up. 1019. 1019. Okay. Yeah. What do we say? So markets still look good. The chart wise, fantastic. Is it weakening a little bit? Fine. McLaren oscillator, still damn good. So we still got juice. Don't take me the wrong way. I just showed you the short-term chart. We could come back and test 3,000, which I would like. I don't like buying things going higher and higher. Yeah, sometimes I do. But most of the times, I love buying things when they're cheaper. Most of the times, 99% of you guys are sitting around saying, no, I'm not going to buy it. I'm too scared. But you love buying things when they're going higher. How beautifully wrong a process is that? You guys understand what I just said? So the next time the markets are down 3,000 points, and not just Simon, who's new. Who's Redline, by the way?
We changed the names, right?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I like the red line stuff. Basically, the next time the markets are down 3,000, I really want to see who's separated from the men from the boys and the women from the girls. Okay? Because that's the real test of a real trader. So I can't wait for the next real big crash, which I know is coming. And I will give you guys some hints, and my advanced coaching sessions will know a lot faster. Okay? So I'm just giving you a hint. It's going to come from here. Does this mean we're going to go all the way down? Of course not. Well, I shouldn't say of course not. We don't know what's going to happen. What happens if there's a massive resurgence of COVID-19 in all the major cities? Markets will be down 5,000 points before you can blink. So you better stay clued on to Clueless A Trading, or else you're not going to know nothing what's going to happen.
I guess
Markets
the
could come down.
opposite is
What is-
true too, right? Opposite is true too, Frank, right? Yeah, you've talked about that. If they have some breakthrough vaccine news or treatment.
No. Listen,
Yep.
I'm bullish. I believe that my companies, I shouldn't say my companies, but my company. Look at Novavax. I gave you guys a 20 and change. I still have common on that, not options. It's at $54. Went to 56. Novavax. Did I not tell you guys to buy NVAX, guys? Did I not tell you guys? What am I asking? I know I did. Okay? Novavax. Have I not told you to buy Moderna from 29, 30, 35? It's at 62. In fact, less than that. Did I tell you to buy Regeneron when the stock was at 300? It's at 600, went to 610. Of course. I'm just giving you the downside. Because as a tactical trader, I don't want to be super bullish all the time. I want to know what the downside is and the upside. Did I give you Chipotle? I'm not even in it right now, like an idiot. At $600, at $300, stocks at 1,050. Don't believe me? Go through my Twitter feed. Go to my look on my YouTube channel. Chipotle's at 1,045. This is going to $2,000. Exactly. And so many stocks. Zoom, I completely missed it today and last week. Stocks up 31. I did slap myself on that hard. And the earnings are coming out tomorrow. So we're going to do a straddle. We're going to buy a call and a put. Because right now the stock is so overvalued. It's not even funny. But their numbers could be so huge. It could be like a Tesla kind of move. It'll go from 209 to 230. Zoom, let's take a look at it. And by the way, full disclosure, I have not used Zoom video yet. Can we all do a Zoom video with masks on so I don't see how ugly everybody is? I'm just kidding. Or how ugly I am? I haven't shaved in about 3 weeks now. Look at this. So this is Zoom. We have we did very well on Zoom video. I keep on saying Zoom media. Okay. So that was 100%. I just want to show this earnings are tomorrow. Are you guys with me so far? This is a sexy stock and it's going to get sexier. All right. And everyone knows the name, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This technically, if everything in the world was completely technical, then you could put all your money in this and just go straight up to 229.30. That's called the 161-point Fibonacci extension. Okay? But I'm going to adjust this channel for a bit. Look at this candle today. Like, what the hell was I doing? I told you guys to buy it here, and I know we sold it somewhere around here. So I am a total idiot for not following up with this trade, even though we had so many great trades. So I do apologize. Actually, I shouldn't apologize. I just, just told you that okay. So let me move it up and say this was the high on the stock, not this. Watch this, guys. Watch the magic of Fibonacci retracements. Everything down here is it. Look at the volume, like, holy crap. Stochastics, all good. McLaren oscillator, all good. Now, all of you new members are like, what's he talking about, this stuff? Okay, go through my videos and sign up for the advanced coaching sessions, okay? Because we are not, I just want to let everyone know, we will certainly help you, but we are not in the business of social welfare, okay? When you have skin in the game on a coaching session, whatever, you will push yourself to learn more. We are not in the business of changing your soiled diapers and listening to your sad stories. Okay? Just so you guys know, we're in the business of helping you make your own money with the tools that we give you. So, on that note, here's a quick little lesson. The stock can go to $256. So let's draw this. Let's draw this baby. Charts talk the truth. Yes, they lie sometimes. What do traders do, Simon?
They
Or
trade the chart.
no, traders never really trade the charts. Don't give me that bullshit. Listen, somebody else tell me, I said charts normally don't lie. They speak the truth. What do human traders do?
They trade on
Anybody?
emotion.
Guys, you guys are supposed to be like all street guys, like all smart. I see you guys pictures on Twitter. You're all like funky duty, like, all cool. And when I ask you a question, you answer like little like, hello? Like, hello? Can I give you a little treat? Come on, guys. I just gave you the hint. Charts, I shouldn't say never, but charts mostly never lie. That's the reason why you have to follow charts. What do human traders do? You guys are really like, right now,
Trade off emotions.
oh,
Emotion.
Jesus. I just asked for a simple frigging answer. You guys are all ball busted, like, yo, what's up, man? Let's go have a drink. Like, oh, let's go to New York in a club. Traders lie. That's the answer I want. Traders lie. Now, who do they lie to? Listen, I'm into behavioral finance. I'm like Tony Robbins on speed, on trading, okay? Traders lie to themselves to make themselves feel better. So I just gave you the first part of the answer. Charts actually never lie. They trick you. But traders lie to themselves. And that's part of it is emotions. Yes, you're right. That's the answer I wanted. Stay with my service. You're going to be a better person. And you can be able to read other people. I read other people with 10 minutes on the phone. So forget all that crap. Traders lie, charts don't. Write that down somewhere. All right? Charts are showing you the billions or millions that's going in there. Now, you might be down one day, we all lie to ourselves in life just to make ourselves feel better. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. You lie to your spouses. Girls lie to the boyfriends. Like, you can't lie to your dog because your dog knows if you're lying, if you have a dog. Because dogs are the smartest of all. Everybody lies to each other. They call it white lies. Charts don't lie. So this chart, if it was the world of no lies, this chart is literally going to $254. Now, in between, what's going to happen, just letting you know, this is just like a Netflix trade, guys, all right? And this is run by a Chinese frigging tech genius. So anybody who says America's a racist country, they hate the Chinese, they're bullshit, all right? Because this guy, you see him on TV, his English is like terrible. A smart cookie. I love him. Actually, I don't love him. I don't even know him. But the fact is, you could have this movement here. And that's this movement on options is 300%. Now, new traders will say, yeah, that's it, let's get in. And you know, they might be right. So I'm still going to buy a call at 220 or 240 tomorrow. But I'm going to go to a straddle. What's a straddle? Because along the way, it might pull back a little bit after hours or maybe for a day before it does the bounce. That's what generally Netflix did. And this is the Netflix of remote conferencing about the new world of COVID-19. So I'm going to write this down. Zoom, because Netflix was the same way. Oh, no one's going to watch Netflix, blah, blah, blah. And they have the best frigging shows in the world. They're making more money than anything. Zoom is the Netflix of the COVID-19 world that we live in. Okay? So, but the hedge funds are going to manipulate this. So they might pull it down. They might pull it down 20, 30 bucks. So I'm going to do a little bit. And the other way you can do it, you can buy 10 shares. So if the stock goes up 30 points, you make 300 bucks for doing nothing. You don't have to wait till tomorrow morning to sell the option. Do you guys understand that?
Yeah.
I do that a lot with a lot of big cap stocks. I'll buy 20 shares, I'll buy 40 shares, depending on the price. And if it's a really big stock, which is going to move 50, 60, I miss booking.com, by the way. I did slap myself on that. That's one of my favorite stock, Priceline. Thing was up like a lot. So if you buy, let's say, for example, 40 shares, after hours, it goes up 20 bucks, which happens a lot. You know that, right? They go like this and then they sell it. You can just make yourself on the $20 move. You can sell after hours till 8 p.m., $800 in your pocket. Wouldn't you love that? Of course. You don't have to wait till the next morning to see where the options open, where you're going to sell it. How about buying 10 shares? 10 shares at 20. This will move 20 or 30 bucks up or down fast. So you buy 10 shares, you made yourself 200 bucks. You don't have to wait till the next morning, I repeat, to sell those options, because options makers will screw around with you. If I buy options at 220, 240, which I'm going to bet on, it's like it's a betting game. It's like playing DraftKings, right? So the options might not even move that much. So I'm going to buy some stock and a little bit of options. Any questions on this type of trade? Because this are the type of trades that we do a lot on earnings. Beyond Meat, big winner today. Tesla, Netflix, even Apple, we have done this type of trade. Teledoc. What part of this explanation did somebody not understand? That's what I want to know. Look, I don't have time for silence at 10:33 p.m., guys. I'm spending a lot of time trying to help you guys. So if you don't have any questions, if all of you understood what I said on Zoom Media, well, great. And you guys have, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Then why the hell is nobody answering when I ask a question? Seriously, it's very annoying. That's the most annoying part of doing a webinar. I ask a question, everyone's just listening. What are you guys doing? Picking your butt? Just answer yes or no. Did you guys understand what I said? If you didn't, I'll be happy to re-explain. I'm taking my precious time doing that, but don't stay silent. That's insulting.
Yes, understood.
Are you guys scared of me? I'm going to bite your head off? Come on. The only people who are going to bite your head off are the algos. All right? So, yeah. So, it's a tricky thing. I'm going to put the trade out. Anyway, lots of great trades put out there. Go to the Twitter feed. God bless you all. Next time, be a little bit more interactive. More importantly, Go through my introductory videos, my new members, and then sign up for the advanced coaching sessions. But this market is making us a lot of money back and forth. You're going to have a few losers. Even those go up. Even those go up. Okay? Look at MGNX. Look at Myovan. Don't sit around picking your ears like, maybe I'll buy something when I'm feeling good. This is not about a feel-good game. Trading is about a feel-bad game where you feel good when you sell the profits. On that note, God bless you all.
Thanks, Frank.